decreasing the risks of natural disasters will become paramount in the 21st century. There is no way around it. The weather events that bring about these disasters, like tornadoes, earthquakes, droughts, and hurricanes, won't disappear because we want them to. And to ensure our survival, we will have to rethink about where we live and how we will and can continue living there. This will mean revamping the design and infrastructure underpinning our modern cities and commerce. Less than 5 years ago, Hurricane Sandy came through the northeast coast. The damages cost about $75 billion. For New Yorkers, memories of Sandy might evoke some very troubling things. The downtown area of Manhattan near the financial district was hit the hardest. Train stations flooded, the optics were apocalyptic. Problems from faulty tracks to an anachronistic signal system accumulated and were worsened by Sandy. And before Sandy, there was Hurricane Katrina and the US Gulf Coast, a region prone to hurricanes born out of oceanic conditions. When levees and flood walls that weren't built for the worst-case scenario failed, 80% of the city and surrounding areas were inundated by water. It was then the deadliest and costliest disaster at nearly $108 billion. In the last week of August, Hurricane Harvey came through. Its costs are now more expensive in many estimates than both Sandy and Katrina combined. Nearly 25 trillion gallons of water flooded the city when the hurricane made landfall. Many experts attribute the scale of disaster to the design flaws that constitute the city. The impervious surfaces, pavement materials atop soil surface, overfilled reservoirs and bayous, and structures did not accurately account for what engineers call the maximal probable flooding event. Before the next storm hits, we will have to reconsider just how we live. The American Society of Civil Engineers ranks U.S. infrastructure as poor, at risk, with a D+. Texas, of all U.S. states, ranked near the worst at 49th. U.S. dams are given a D, levees also a D, and bridges a C+. The Society of Civil Engineers projects that spending nearly $3.6 trillion, an increased investment of 3.5% of U.S. total gross domestic product, GDP, will yield an efficacious change by 2025 in infrastructure improvement.